Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Miss. My name is Iqbal Al Hakim, and my study ID number is 33210113, and also with my friend.
My name is Mo Stephen Michael Jordan and my ID number is 330064. The topic we want to talk about is you and your friend talk about childhood memories. Let's begin the conversation.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
I'm good, but how about you? I hear you have to take care of your nephew this month. Is that true?
I'm good, Joe. And you're right. I should take care of my nephew for a couple of months because my uncle has to be out of town for his work.
Ah, I see. It reminds me of my childhood memories. My parents frequently go out of town to finish their work. Just like your nephew, my parents ask my uncle to take care of the little tiny me.
Oh, you sure? Wait a moment. In your childhood, did you cry if you want something? Because when I was a kid, I didn't whine when I want something because for me, having enough life is more than enough.
Sure, well, it's a child habit to take something that he can get.
I'm sorry, Joe. I hated that habit for sure. And because it's easier if you ask nicely, right? Am I wrong, Joe?
I think a child has a different way from us, but my uncle said a child grow up just like his parent looks. For example, the way his parent teach and the way his parent told their child.
You're right. In my opinion, it's hard to be a good parent to take their child nicely. Just like my parents always taught me when I was a child to ask nicely, and if my father refused my wish, I should hear his reason. And what impact if my father fully fight my desire?
Just look like my parent too, but I remember when I was child, I ever get lost at Matahari department store.
Really, Joe? Please tell me the whole story. Come on.
Take it easy, well, I will tell you as short as possible. It all began when my mom go to nearest department store and she bring me with her. At that moment, my mom looked at the clothes to buy. I was so poor, and then I walk around by myself. In the first round, I still see my mom in there, but in the second and third round, I can see my mom, and then I stop and looking my mom and crying. After that, officer of this department store came to me and asked nicely, and then she was talk with a microphone, so my mom heard her voice. My mom approached some sources, and I met my mom again.
It is really funny, Joe. I never wonder to get lost at the department store. I was thinking your mom is not love you again, and then she takes you to the department store. I'm kidding, Joe. By the way, I also have a story about when I was a child. So that morning, my family and I wanted to take my grandmother to the terminal because my grandmother wanted to travel far away from my home. And so we all took her to the terminal or bus station. After getting out of the car, our family brought grandmother's belongings to the trunk of the bus. And then, because the condition were very crowded, and that day, I have also lost my father in a crowd, and I took someone else's hand and said innocently, "You see my dad, don't you?" And in bewilderment, the stranger left me alone, and at least in the last I saw my family and my father.
I think it's really funny too, but no, my mom loved me so much. But whoa, what's a great childhood story. But anyway, that's it. I think we can continue this conversation next semester. See you, bye.
And thank you, Joe, for listening my story. And you have a great child story too. And see you next semester, Joe.
Okay. All right, Miss. That's enough for this conversation. I hope you enjoy it and see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.